who said my dream is to become a great singer like Susan Boyle? The answer was, of course, Homer Simpson.
Thank you very much. Welcome back to The Right Stuff. This lovely Monday. We've got Stephen K. Amos here, Janet Ellis, and our special guest, James Dreyfus. He's currently treading the boards in Amongst Friends, a new play, a dark satire at London's Hampstead Theatre. Still to come on this show, can you be too familiar to commit? Statistics tell us the longer you live together before you marry, the more likely you are to divorce. I think that's fascinating. I want to know why. Does it mean that those who marry in haste have more chance of keeping the romance of their marriage alive? 0207 173 5555. That's the number for your thoughts. But first, and we've already been talking about it, as I'm sure you have as well, why did Britain go off Susan Boyle? Subo, the hairy angel, call her what you will. The poor lady, as James told us earlier, is in a clinic suffering from exhaustion after losing to dancers Diversity in Saturday night's final. I really do feel very sorry for her. I hope she gets better soon and frankly gets away from the fickle world of showbiz as quickly as possible, because the whole experience must be beyond dizzying for someone who was starved of oxygen at birth and has lived a very quiet 48 years until just a couple of months ago. The question I've got is, how come a woman who got 286 million hits on YouTube could finish second in this contest? Was it the bad press she copped last week after claims she abused journalists and police officers? Or was it that rendition of Memory in the semis? Or did the novelty just wear off? I mean, once you get over the shock, and I've said it many times before, I'll say it again, of a woman who looks unlike your typical musical star. Once you get over the shock of that and realise she can sing, what are you left with? Well, you're left with a woman who doesn't look much like your typical singer, I suppose. Maybe we just enjoy putting people on a pedestal and then knocking them down again. So, why did Britain go off the Boyle? I'm going to start with you, James, because I know you watched her at the first.
Yeah, I
found that first.
Personally, I feel quite sorry for her, actually, because in a way she was first up, wasn't she? I mean, so she had the longest way to go, and in the competition, and I think, you know, people do tire of the constant press attention, and she must have been tiring of it, and so I think she was already at a disadvantage.
Just because she went first.
Because she went first and she peaked, you know, and people were saying, we've got our winner, there's no point for the whole competition now, you know, we've got the person. And
did you think there was a career there to sustain?
Well, yes, sadly. I mean, probably there will be, you know. But do I think she should? No. but it's going to happen, isn't it? So.
I don't know. I can imagine there'll be a lot of people within the record industry and booking theatres and venues who'll be sitting there thinking, do we want to put money behind someone who is of a fragile mental state, which is something that was established, you know, they've been aware of for a while, you know, back that with hard cash when she may not be able to handle it.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't they do a tour anyway? So presumably they can try out Susan's fragility on that when she's only
That's a nice, caring, humanitarian approach. Let's just find out how fragile she really is.
You know, we can view this on two levels, can't we? Either this is a genuine talent contest, in which case the public voted for the person, the act they thought was the best on the night. Watched it myself, I thought they were absolutely brilliant. And if they hadn't won, it would have been really sad for them. And I'm actually quite surprised that, given her performance on the night, she came second. And I think coming second is respectable.
Well, you thought she would have finished lower down?
I thought she would have finished lower. I thought, you know, don't go into all the other contestants, but I thought, you know, what she does is great up to a point, but it doesn't develop. And I don't think there's a way that her career could develop, because I think her musical talent is pretty stuck. It's enjoyable, but it's stuck. And it would be very difficult to place her into various musicals and things, because much as we may not like this, versatility is one of the things that most actors or singers need. And Susan Boyle would not be as versatile as you'd need to be to have a long-term career. I don't suppose she was after that anyway. I mean, after all, this is a talent show. And presumably, hopefully, at some point, somebody pointed out to her the possibility all along that she wouldn't win.
Well, not
So
if you've read the papers for the
well,
last
in-
month or so. I
in
mean, it's,
theory,
I mean,
she
she really has been built up.
See, that's the problem. That's the problem right there. I think that this poor woman has been vilified by the press. We all loved when we first saw her.
Worship to start off with.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, it's all the press has done this. You know, the press were the ones who told us last week that she was off the
press
rails.
didn't vote her second. The public voted her second.
Yeah, but as Janet said, what happened on Saturday on the final was that the best group on the night won. So now we're all going, well, has Britain gone off her? No, we haven't gone off her. The best group won. And I think they were absolutely brilliant, because I saw the final myself, and she came second. We're not going, well done, she's come second. We're going, she's off the boil, she's in a mental home now, blah, blah, blah. And we're vilifying the poor woman again. Leave her alone. Oh.
You can't leave someone alone who puts themselves up for Britain's most popular TV show by virtue. She wasn't forced to do it. She says she wants to be a part. That's why the press have such free reign.
Yeah,
because she's put herself up for it.
But when I say leave her alone, I don't mean don't say anything about it. But let's focus on the positives. She came second, and no one on this panel has had to deal with the kind of scrutiny that she's had to in such a short space of time.
But she put herself up for it.
Yeah, she did.
You know, that's it. She's a lamb to the slaughter, if you like, an innocent lamb to the slaughter, but she put herself up for
now,
it.
presumably,
For a singing talent show.
Yeah, run by Simon Cowell, who you can see his X Factor, what the audition process is there, the humiliation that people go through. It's not like you can say, I didn't know.
And also, you can blame the press all you like, but they're acting on information received. I mean, there's no doubt that the publicity machine for this show is enormous.
Yeah.
And there are certain details that they wouldn't have known unless they were supplied it. They might have followed up on it,
Good point.
but they've definitely been supplied.
OK, let's throw it open to you. Has Britain gone off the boil? Why? Let's find out. Kirsty.
We have Mel online too.
Lovely. Mel, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Hi there. So what happened, Mel?
Yeah, I don't think she's gone off the boil. I don't think she was on the boil in the first place.
286 million YouTube
Yeah,
users
well,
would
if the
disagree.
papers build someone up, people are going to look on YouTube to wonder what the hell they're on about. You know what I mean?
So they were looking about it on YouTube in the United States before America would have been able to print a newspaper.
Yeah,
so
well,
you're not right, Mel.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm entitled to my opinion, and it's got me quite irritated, because what it is, this woman comes on to Britain's Got Talent. She's not particularly nice looking, and she has no right to have a voice like that.
Oh, Mel.
Hang on.
No.
Let me finish.
How can you say someone has a right to a voice based on what they look
That's
like?
what the papers were thinking, and that's why they built her up.
Oh, I see
think
that.
she's got a fantastic voice, but it's
OK,
on the
well,
average.
that's wrong as well. Thank you for the call, Mel. I've just had enough. Let's have enough. Kirsty?
Doreen's on line 3.
Doreen, good morning.
Good morning.
What
Good
happened
morning.
what happened on Saturday night, Doreen?
Well, I think that diversity was superb.
Yeah.
I think that also Susan Boyle has a wonderful voice, but that is a gift, and she can develop it. These boys working together as a team, I'm 66, and I voted for them. I don't always vote. They're superb, but just as they're superb, she's not a loser, Matthew.
OK, Doreen, will you be voting in the European elections?
Yes.
Thank God for that. I just wanted to check. More people vote in TV talent shows than do in politics. I just wanted to check you're OK. Thank you for the call. You can watch the show again. Can we get one more in? One more.
We
Come
can. Ruben on line 1.
on. What's the name?
Ruben.
Ruben, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Matthew.
What happened on Saturday?
Brilliant show. I'd just like to say I think it's mainly younger people that were actually voting.
I hate younger
At the
people.
weekend, and really, Britain hasn't actually gone off the boil. The thing is, she's very talented. She'll be an enduring singer, and lots of people will actually go and see her.
Yeah.
Probably just like Celine Dion, for argument's sake. So she'll be enduring. She's not going to be a one-hit wonder, and hopefully she will have a good career. However, on the other side, she's not very marketable in the respect of I wouldn't buy her CD and give it to a girlfriend, for argument's sake. It's not very romantic in my...
OK. It all comes down to looks, doesn't it, at the end of the day?
In fact, for next Christmas, Matthew, I'm going to get you the CD.
Luckily, I don't have a CD player anymore. I was always honest right from the beginning. I didn't like it, I don't like it, I remain not liking it. OK, we've got to take a break. After which we're asking if you can be too familiar to commit long-term. Statistics tell us, and I find it fascinating, the longer you live together before you marry, the more likely you are to divorce. Why? 0207 173 5555 is the number to dial, no matter if you dragged your feet for years before saying I do or rushed headlong down the aisle just months after meeting. Do those who marry in haste have more chance of keeping the romance alive? Can familiarity breed contempt? You tell me in 3.
How long after meeting does the average couple take to get engaged? 11 months, 8 days, 1 year, 11 months, 8 days, or 2 years, 11 months, 8 days?